Allegiant Stadium. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Arkansas. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker laying himself out in the end zone. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
That's fucking crazy.
It's a foot race. And all the way in from the
Fright Shay on fucking Malik Willis is wild.
60 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied.
Okay, let's see how I gotta play because this shit. Alright. Don't allow basically no runs, make them try to throw the ball. Alright.
His guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away.
What the fuck was that?
The extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
What's the fuck I'm talking about?
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost, hold on to it. Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
At the 28-yard line.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow?
Come on, man. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Come on, man.
Best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs, and Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Right back to Washington. And he's brought down just
at the ball one more time.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Right, one more time, man.
Back to throw. Mendoza. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Dolphins are going to get
I give it right back.
The ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Little short pass here to Hill. Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Right.
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
How you let that?
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How you let a bad throw even be possible to be caught? Like, how the fuck does my DB let that happen? Oh my god.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Willis headed left off the option. Ooh, the juke. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Play action. Here's Willis. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A run straight ahead with Achane. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. No, the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Shotgun snap to Willis. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Traden Stoops. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Another completion there. You think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Genty going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Where you put my work pants up? Where you put my work pants? No, I ain't fine.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until
How the
the
fuck
last
is
play,
my
everything's working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Willis. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 51 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, 70 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of it. There's a diving catch right side. That one goes for 30 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw, here's Willis. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Mendoza now throwing to start the drive. To the right side and intercepted.
Okay.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Let that shit away to where it couldn't be picked off, and it still was found a way to be picked off.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Willis. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Trayden Stoops. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Mendoza, a final shot before break. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. Here's Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mendoza. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Tyrell Dodson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And the Raider first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Washington. And he's able to get it down at a 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
Bro, that's some hoe ass shit. Like, that freight train not even activated for him to even get that many yards like that.
Because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses.
But what?
One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Willis to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out of the open space and try and get attention, unable to connect.
Back to throw, Willis. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Willis will look to throw it. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked up by Jermon McCoy. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Mendoza. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first, here's Washington. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Side, it's Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think we're seeing the impact that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go, Washington. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.